Life will pass by quickly. You have to tell yourself time is of the essence. You have less of it than you think. You could die tomorrow. It's not going to come easily. You have to be energized and motivated and excited to actually make the change. When you feel your back is against the wall, when everything is against you, you call up all of your energy, all of your spirit. When you're in that mood, a human being can accomplish absolute miracles. The worst situation is to feel like you're miserable, you're unhappy, you feel blocked in what you're doing, but you don't have the requisite energy to change yourself. Do your homework, be prepared. If you go into an interview, you're naturally nervous. But if you've prepared the shit out of it, you research that person, you know who they are, you know what the company is like, you know what the position is, why the other person was fired, what they're going to need from you, you're going to feel a lot less insecure than if you just kind of go in and wing it, right? So if you do your homework, it's maybe not going to get rid of all your insecurities and all your nervousness, because the degree of nervousness is okay, because you have to understand the physiology. Adrenaline is a very powerful emotion, and feeling a little bit of doubt and a little bit of fear will drive you and keep you awake and alert. So you don't want to be so confident that you'll just do anything. You want a little bit of tenseness. But if you prepare and you've anticipated the situation, it will get rid of 80% of those doubts that you have. You have to try something, you have to do something, right? And of course, if you're full of doubt and insecurities, it's going to be very hard. And so what separates the person who is going to learn is on the way to success from somebody who won't will be that person who's 22, 23, they tries it, they do it. They take that job and they write that thing, or they do that, whatever it is, that the other person maybe wouldn't try because they're not afraid of failing, right? So a certain level of, you can't control that because some people are born that way. I don't know if they're born that way, but something about them in their DNA has given them that drive. But if you don't have that drive, if you have your insecurities, understand pain is a very powerful motivating factor. But if you're 22 and you don't try something, you don't feel the pain. You're 22, that life is very difficult, and that you're down a path towards something really, really bad unless you get your act together and try that first thing. Because what happens, people have studied fear, and it's very important. And I know back in 2001, I was in Vienna, Austria, and I was in a theater. I was in the middle of this very packed audience, and there was a fire, and people were panicking and running around, and I got such a sense of claustrophobia. I was like, ah! And from then on, I couldn't get on an airplane. I couldn't get in an elevator. I was like developing major claustrophobia, right? And then I saw a therapist, and she said, you got to expose yourself. You got to go back in that elevator. You got to go back into that airplane. And then you realize it's not so bad and you'll get over it. But avoiding it, you'll never get over the fear. So take that first step. Do whatever it is that you thought you couldn't do, and don't be afraid, because that is the most important moment in your life. And then you realize it's not so bad. Okay, people are making fun of me, I failed, but they never tried anything. I at least tried it, and now I have an idea for my next one. It wasn't so bad, you know? But if you never make that first step, I don't care, the wisdom of Solomon won't be able to help you, right? You'll always be stopping before you can. So you've got to have the guts to make that first step, and then the doors will open for you. If you don't try that thing, it's going to be a lot worse for you down the road. You're going to never get anywhere. The pain will be intense in 15 years. You're not feeling it now, but have that hindsight to realize that the worst thing in life, the worst feeling of all, is to feel that you wasted your potential. You had dreams and you never even tried them, and then you're in your 50s, your 60s, you're facing death. Why was I alive? I didn't do it. I could have done this, that, or that. Never even tried. Remind yourself of that. They used to have emperors, ancient Rome, would have a slave walking by them and whispering into their ear, you're going to die, you're mortal, you might die tomorrow. That was like a reminder of their mortality, and that they had to not get so, that prior to my success, I was really unhappy. I was really unhappy. I was very depressed. I even had moments I was suicidal. I felt like I could do something, but I wasn't able to do it. And then the ability to write my books now, I don't have that feeling anymore. And it's the greatest thing in the world to not ever feel depression. It's like a constant exhilaration. I finished it. I wrote that book. I did it. I can feel good about myself. And I want other people to understand that. You know, because when you're a child, you have these dreams. Everybody had these dreams. You're going to be the best basketball player in history. And then you get older and you lose those dreams, and it's very depressing, it's very debilitating. And you want to keep some of that child within you alive, and some of that ambition, some of that desire to achieve something great. And having ambition is not a bad thing. It's a dirty word today because people think it means you're selfish. But your ambitions can be towards achieving things that help people as well. And a lot of people were upset going, well, you know, revolutions, I mean, come on. Look at the Soviet Union or communist China. Revolutions are bad, they're ugly, look at that. And my response is, change is the healthiest thing that can happen. Even if it's a change for the worse, it's okay, because humans need a vitality. We need things that are different. We need a different landscape, social landscape around us, right? So welcome it. Don't be a defensive little rat who's got to live in their own little hole and everything has to be the same. The world is changing. It will change whether you like it or not. Technology will change your world whether you like it or not. Young people will change the world whether you like it or not. So it's a lot better to embrace it and feel excited about the opportunities that are coming out. Because if you look at just take it from the business point of view, it's like a hurricane happened. All the businesses that are gone, what happens when that? New things are going to spring up. New ideas are going to spring up. There's going to be new ways. I think the future for that kind of world is going to be giving people experiences, because they've been locked up in their house for a year and so like you go to a hotel or a restaurant, you want to give people a little bit of an experience. It's not just something so flat and like on social media. So people feel more alive. There's going to be opportunities you're not even aware of. So be open to the change and be excited about it. That's the main thing that to prepare yourself for. There are things that you can master somewhat easily because there's a logic to it. People don't have a logic almost. They're so different. Every moment is different. There's never like a consistency to it. It's almost like mass insanity. And to master that is like the ultimate challenge. And so it kind of really royally pisses me off, this idea economists and people who write algorithms have, is that they can detect the patterns in behavior. They can predict that people are these rational actors that act A, B, and C, and we can design our programs to meet that A, B, and C, right? Or we economists can predict what's going to happen a year from now because people buy these products. And of course, it's all nonsense, because economists are the ones who are 98% of the time completely wrong about their predictions. It's the most absurd profession ever created. It's because humans are irrational. You can't figure out the logic. Each person operates in a way that's unfathomable in a way. To me, it's the ultimate challenge. It's like the ultimate puzzle to try and understand a little bit of why people have done what they do, and probably I'm wrong most of the time. Probably I'm only hitting a tiny little percentage, but that tiny little percentage gives me a greater grasp of reality than if I didn't have it. It could be that you're wrong, that things just happen randomly. But the point is, you're going to learn from it, and learning from every little experience has incredible value to you. What we're trying to focus in here is, are you active or are you passive? And that is the dividing line between people who can be healthy and people who can't. If you're continually in the passive mode, oh, something came over me. Oh, it's their fault. Oh, it's because of my parents. That's the world that you're going to create for yourself. But if you're active, you go, maybe there's something about me that's partially responsible for this happening. Now, I don't mean to ever blame a victim. So if you're a victim of some horrible thing, it's not that you're responsible for it, but even those situations, you can learn from that. So you become active, you're learning, you're saying, I can avoid some of these negative situations, right? So look at everything as having a purpose and something you can learn from and something that's active that you can actually change and learn from. So it's a book I've been wanting to write for 20 years, but I kept putting off. And my original idea was I was going to jet off to Madagascar and hang out with lemurs in the forest. I was going to go to Tierra del Fuego. I was going to swim with dolphins. Now I'm writing the book and I can't do any of that. All I can do is sit in my office and write. But what it means is I have to extract the sublime like a bee extracts honey from everyday things. Bad things are the best education that could ever happen to you. Change doesn't happen from within unless you're highly motivated. When you feel your back is against the wall, when everything is against you, that it's either get out of this or you're going to die, you call up all of your energy, all of your spirit. You have a sense of urgency, a sense of desperation. When you're in that mood, a human being can accomplish absolute miracles, and history has shown that. The worst situation is to feel like you're miserable, you're unhappy, you feel blocked in what you're doing, but you don't have the requisite energy to change yourself. You try different things, but you're kind of half-assed about it. You meddle here for a few weeks, you consider changing your career, well, maybe start thinking about some new skills, but you're not emotionally deeply engaged in what you're trying to change. You're trying to have it both ways. You're trying to have it easy and trying to get something that you want. But nothing in life comes easy. And you have to have that intense emotional energy, urgency, welling up from within you to say, damn it, I don't want to live like this anymore. You've got to push yourself into that feeling, I'm afraid. If you're unhappy with your job, go through a process and go, if you're 25 or 26, it's easy because you go, oh, well, I've got time, things will change. All right, but stop that and go, 5 more years of this, I'm 30, and I'm not going to be even more unhappy. And I'm going to get into some bad habits. I might even become addicted. Life will pass by quickly. You have to tell yourself, time is of the essence. You have less of it than you think. You could die tomorrow. It's not going to come easily, right? So you have to be energized and motivated and excited to actually make the change. So don't give yourself an out like, well, maybe this job, maybe I could be okay with it. Maybe I could just, I'll get by. I'll read some books. I'll go home. I'll get on the internet. It's okay. I'll deal with it because I don't want to deal with the alternative. You have to confront it if you are truly unhappy. Maybe you're not truly unhappy. Maybe you're just whining and you think you want something better, but you don't really know what you want. But you have to reach a point where it's either make this change or something bad is going to happen. And then tell yourself, I don't have all of this time. I want to make a career change. It's important to me. I'm 26, but youth goes by really quickly. All right, what do I need to do? Well, instead of kind of wasting time, I've got to go and I've got to learn a new skill set. I've got to go back to school. I've got to spend all of my free time, not all of it, but as much as I can, with a plan for how I'm going to escape this corner that I'm in, and I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to get out of it with energy and motivation. And then if you even think that for one day, if you go through the process I'm telling you, I don't have time, I can't wait a few more years for this to happen, I have to make a change, I have to take steps, and you start writing them down, you'll already make a change within yourself. You'll start to feel the difference. You'll start to feel that energy coming up. It just won't happen to you. You have to create it sometimes. You have to go through a process where you have to think, time is short. I'll be 40 years old at some point. Where do I want to be when I'm 40? Do I want to be where I am? No. I want to be doing something that I love. I want to be making some money. I want to be comfortable. I want to be in a relationship. I don't want what I have now. I got to hurry. I've got to have that energy. That's, to me, knowing what I know about human nature, That's, to me, the most important lesson I would give people.